How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you. I'm doing today. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back, and welcome back to Resident Evil 8. Except this time, we are doing the Gold Edition demo that was released yesterday. I wasn't able to do it yesterday because I was working overnight. So I slept a little bit late. That's why the video is up a little bit later today. But yeah, welcome to Resident Evil 8. So this demo is, you have a choice of playing in the standard first-person mode or the new third-person mode. We're going to be playing in the third-person mode. I've read a little bit about it, read some things. Some people say it's really good, some people say it feels really stiff. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm also going to be talking about the DLCs, my opinions on them, and of course Resident Evil 4. We're going to be talking about Resident Evil 4 because we have an hour here to play this. So it's going to be a mix of testing the demo out and a Justin Talks Games, which is something I haven't done in a long time. So with that being said, grab your drinks. I have a drink beside me. Grab your snacks. I unfortunately do not have any snacks, but that's okay. And let's get into this. Okay, so let's see here. So what I do know is all the cutscenes are in first-person mode. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so as you can see, so it kind of feels a little bit like Resident Evil 4, like the original Resident Evil 4. Except the camera would stop right here, like just before he steps. So he gets turned all around like that. Ooh, it does actually feel a bit stiff when you're going like this, when you're moving a little bit. Let's try with the aiming. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, how's the knife? Okay. I can understand what people are saying when they said it was a bit stiff. I can definitely see that. Okay, so this is the one thing I was kind of worried about with the tight spaces. I was thinking about that a couple of days ago because I am playing through Resident Evil 8 already. So like you can see its face a little bit, like if you turn it, like you can. So its eyes blink. God damn it. Well, so I know we can't see his face, but okay, can we go into camera mode? Like, is there? Okay, I wanna. So stupid. So you can't free move the camera around. You still can't do that. Obviously, because then you'll be able to see his face. But you can see his face a tiny bit. Like if you move it, that's like not from this angle. But if you turn it, you can see it a tiny bit. But everybody already knows what his face looks like anyway. It honestly feels like they didn't really change all that much. Like it's in a way, like it honestly still feels like I'm playing in first person, if that makes sense. Like it feels like yes, it's third person, but it still has that first person kind of feel to it. Like it definitely doesn't. They said it was gonna feel like Resident Evil 2 and 3. It definitely it doesn't feel like 2 and 3. It actually does feel very stiff. Like it's still like a refreshing new way to play, of course, but it's definitely not refined. 2 and 3's cameras are definitely much better. Because that's why you can tell, like, that's why his knife is still up, because the character model is still acting like um, the game is still in first person. And that's why the gun's like that as well. Um, so all they really did was just take the camera and show the character model. That's all they really did. So there's no real work to this, to be honest, which is a bit disappointing. Because I heard, sorry about that. Um, we're just gonna skip because we already know everything. Um, which is a tiny bit disappointing because I read rumors and stuff saying that this is gonna be like what Resident Evil 4 is gonna feel like, and I can tell you right now, just by seeing the Resident Evil 4 trailer, that's not true. The Resident Evil 4 camera is much better than this one. So what do we even have? Like, can we even buy anything right now? Okay, so we can buy the shotgun. Let's buy a shotgun.
Please come again.
Oh, that animation when he grabs the shotgun, grabs the different guns. That's not, oof, not good. Um, so yeah, the last thing I'm gonna say about the third-person mode is that honestly, it's like it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna do a full playthrough of the whole game like this, of course, um, just to see what it feels like to play the whole game in third person. Like on the 28th, is when it comes out, and that's when we're gonna probably start Visions of, or sorry, something of Rose. Shadows of Rose. We'll start that. That episode probably won't be up till Saturday though. It won't be up Friday because I'll be busy Friday during the day. Um, but yeah, so we'll do that, and then we're gonna be playing Resident Evil 8 in first person as well, or third person as well. Yeah. So the last comment I'm gonna make about third person, I can honestly say right now, is that yes, it's definitely going to be a different experience for sure. Um, but like I can tell you right now that the camera, like the character model and like the game itself, it's still very much meant for first person mode. Like you can tell, like I said, when I'm switching my guns here, um, that animation of it grabbing the shotgun and all that, and the knife when you're running around with the knife and stuff. With the walking around with a shotgun like that, that's pretty okay. Um, the handgun walking around like that would be understandable. Um, I could see Ethan or Chris or Jill or them walking around like that. But the knife stuck up like that tells me that the game is still focused on first person, even though it's actually third person. So yeah, the camera is pretty much like it's added ahead to the model and moves the camera out so far, so you can see the character model while you're playing the game. To be totally honest, it feels like a mod. It doesn't feel like something that's official, which is pretty sad, especially coming from Capcom, because usually their stuff's very good. I apologize. I don't know why my throat's so weird today. Um, but yeah, it's pretty sad that it feels like a mod. It doesn't feel like something that's official, especially playing like Resident Evil 2 and 3. Um, it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like anything from 2 and 3, because even like moving, like, look, that looks like he's on like rollerblades or something. I seen a comment earlier that said that Ethan felt like he was on rollerblades, and you can see there's no movement, like there's no character model movement, natural movement when he's going like that. You can see he's literally just sliding. So yeah, just there wasn't a lot of time put into this, to be honest. Um, I don't like bashing Capcom or anything like that, but personally, they could have done a lot better in this mode. They did a lot of advertising for this mode. A lot of people were very excited for this mode. I was excited for this mode. I still am. I still enjoy it. I mean, It still looks pretty fun. Like, it still feels fun. We haven't really fought any monsters or anything yet. Um, but we'll see when we get down in the basement where we fight the monsters and stuff. Um, and then I think when we're done that, I think we will move on to talking about the DLCs maybe. Um, if you see Ethan jerking this way, or the camera turning this way for some random reason, like it is now, for some reason there's something wrong with my controller, and I don't know why it's doing that. So that's not the mod, that's just my controller. Okay, let's put this in here.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up.
Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I went the wrong way. Damn it.
Just watch.
I did not mean to do that. Did she literally just disappear? What the hell?
I won't last until dinner.
Okay, let's just go. So the running feels nice and smooth, but he feels really fast though. That was another comment that I read online, is that he felt really fast when he was moving, like running and stuff. Okay. And then she runs away. Okay. I kind of wish that we could have went through this door. Maybe in the DLC we'll be able to go that way, because I think there's some new places that they're adding in the DLC. Handgun bullets over there. I always forget about this one here. Well. Yeah, that knife animation, man. Definitely, the game is kind of tricked into thinking that it's still in first person. You can just tell with the animations that the game is tricked in, that the game thinks it's still in first person. The third person definitely feels like a mod. So this is one area I was kind of interested in seeing in third person here. Okay. Oops. Alright, so let's see what fighting monsters is gonna, fighting with, oh my god, I can't even talk today apparently. So it kind of feels like a different game. Alright, let's see what fighting monsters is gonna be like here. Oh jeez. Okay, let's try shotgun here. Whoa. Okay, let's knife you. Oh shit. Really? Yeah, this is definitely not meant for third person. They wow, yeah, it doesn't really feel like they put a lot of work into this third person mode, to be honest. Um, so I wonder if this is going to be the end of the demo, like in the back in the day. So let's just go up here. Let's see if we're going to fight her or not, or if the demo ends here. If the demo ends here, we can just
Cassandra caused all this mess.
Yeah, so if the demo ends here, we can just start another game, and then we'll just talk about the DLCs and stuff and whatever. Alright, so let's just run through here. I have a feeling that we're not going to be fighting. I think this is going to be the end of the demo, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's the exact same castle demo from when... Okay, yeah. So this demo that we just played is the exact same castle one that we played from um, when the when the game first came out. I can't really, I don't know. I do apologize. I know like my talking and stuff's not the greatest today, and I don't know why. I can't think very well today. So, I apologize for that. Um, Basically what I was trying to say is that the demo we just played is the very first castle demo, because there was a village demo and a castle demo that came out before Resident Evil 8 came out back last year. And this is the exact same thing, but with just the option of third person. So we still have, yeah, so it didn't even take us that long. Alright, so let's get back into this. And we'll play it hardcore, and so you gives you an option. Um, Camera options are saved separately in first person and third person modes, okay. Um, but as you can see from when I played it, even when you're in first person mode, when you're in third person mode, the game still is acting like you're in first person. It's hard to explain what I mean. You'd have to play the game. If you played all of Resident Evil 8 before and you're watching this demo, watching this video, then you'd know what I'm talking about. I guess wish they put a little bit more time and effort into the camera, because they said it was going to be just like 2 and 3, which is not. It's really not. Hopefully Roses will be better, but we will find out that on the 28th and 29th. 28th is when it comes out. It'll be out on the 29th on my channel. But yeah, okay. So let's begin talking about the DLCs now. So we'll begin talking about the mercenaries. So mercenaries mode looks quite interesting. You can play as Chris now, which is pretty cool. You can play as the three lords. It's too bad you couldn't play as Moreau. I mean, yeah, he's slow, but I mean, they could have gave him like some like like acid spit powers or something. They could have done something with him, or even Donna. You could have played as Donna too, but they didn't. You can play as Heisenberg. You can play as Dimitrescu, and you can play as oh, what's the third one? Heisenberg, Dimitrescu, and yeah, and Chris. Okay, so I guess those are only three. So two lords then, and then out of all of them, to be honest, I'm probably more interested to be playing as Chris. As weird as that sounds, I feel like the lords and the stuff that they've shown, their attacks seem to be kind of slow. Like Dimitrescu throws things like a dress, and I assume you can use their claws and whatever too. But they seem kind of slow, which in mercenaries, you don't want to be slow when you're killing people. You want to get as many people as you can in the little time that you have. So, it's kind of weird to me. The same with Heisenberg. He has some lightning attacks. He can use his hammer and stuff. It looks cool. Like, I'll definitely try them and they'll be on the channel and stuff. Like, and they'll probably be fun, no doubt. But that's just my concern of them being a bit slow. in terms of gameplay and stuff. Chris looks pretty fun though. Um, so I'm gonna be playing as Chris as well in that. We're gonna be trying everything. The new always the new courses. I've been playing too much Gran Turismo. um, we're going to be trying the new maps for Mercenaries. We're going to be trying the new characters, of course. Um, and then we're going to be doing some, obviously, like I said, we're going to be playing the whole game like this. And yeah, Shadow of the Rose looks pretty interesting actually. I know it looks all like magical and looks like there's magic and stuff in it because of the writings on the wall and her powers and stuff. And I know some other people who know and like Resident Evil like I do, and I see some concerns and stuff. Like they think it's getting too magical and stuff. And I had to just send some messages and stuff and say, hey, it's not magic and stuff. Basically, she's inside of the mold world and stuff like that. And I am going to be interested because there are some places that it showed in the trailer. It looks like at one point she goes into like a lab-looking area. I think it was in the very first trailer. It showed they're walking into a room and it looks like there's a lab and stuff. Um, so it's going to be quite interesting. I'd like to know what they're going to do there. Um, and then they have like the two roses. Um, the one thing that I'm not too sure how they're going to do the storyline for that. Because, did I go too far? No, I didn't go far enough. Um, yeah, the one thing that I'm hoping they're not going to do is pull like a evil Natalia kind of deal. Because they already did like the evil twin kind of thing already. So I'm hoping that like the darker side of her, the one that's in the robes and all that, I'm hoping it's not going to be. Um, they're going to pull like a dark Natalia. Which I know one thing that would be kind of
Welcome.
interesting would be that if the darker version of herself is
Please do
actually,
take a look at this
um,
stock.
what's her name? Evelyn. That would be interesting if they turned around and made um, the darker version of her, like in the dark clothing and stuff like that. Like if they said like that was Evelyn or something, because the guy at the end of Resident Evil 8, the agent guy who was near the truck, who was driving her away at the gravesite, um, basically called her Evelyn as a joke, and she didn't like that very much. So what if Evelyn actually is a part of her? It's gonna be quite interesting because I know they said that there are gonna be some twists and turns in terms of the story. That's gonna wrap everything up for the Ethan or for the Winters storyline. Um, so yeah, I'm quite interested to see what they're gonna do with that. Um, which I believe is next Friday. I'll take a quick look here. I think, let's see, because it's Friday today. Um, yeah, so next Friday is going to be the Winter's expansion. Okay, so that's going to be pretty cool. Um, oh wait, what's it? Oh, I can buy this too. Okay, nice. Okay. Let's just buy a bunch of shotgun ammo here. Oh, I don't have enough. Makes sense. Okay.
Okay then.
But yeah, so I guess we will see how it all turns out. Let's move on to Resident Evil 4, because that's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little while now. So, oh boy. So I wasn't too sure. I didn't have very high hopes with 4. There were some things that I'm like, oh, I hope they change this. I hope they do this. I hope they do that. Because admittedly, and I know a lot of people are gonna have a very different opinion on this. Um, Resident Evil 4 wasn't my favorite Resident Evil. Um, that'll always be Resident Evil 2, the original 2, not the remake of 2. Now, that's not to say that 4 is a terrible, terrible game. I enjoy playing it. It's fun to play, and you know, but it's not my favorite Resident Evil game. Um, so it's kind of like, I wonder what they're gonna do to this, and blah blah blah.
I haven't cut open.
Go the wrong way. Um,
Let me straighten it.
but from
Start
the
with
things
the
that I have
left.
seen,
Into the
they
heart.
look very,
Taken
very
alive or
promising.
dead, which would you prefer?
All right. Oh, whoops. Um,
I can't hold back any longer.
the it's kind of awesome that you can parry enemies. That's a new one. When you parry the pitchfork, my jaw dropped. I was like, "What the heck? I didn't expect that." Um, being able to guard yourself with the knife against the chainsaw was a little much in my opinion. I mean, it's cool. It looks cool, and it's probably gonna be very helpful and all. But I thought that was a little bit silly, in my opinion. Um, I like the fact that it's a mixed match of horror now and action. The Ganondos look absolutely awesome. I love the first one. They should have um, left that as a surprise when the game comes out. They shouldn't have shown that. I mean, obviously, they wanted to show um, the parasites, of course. They should have shown the ones with the head off. Um, but I guess they didn't want to show that just yet. Um, but yeah, I like the sneaking mechanics, and the sneaking mechanic is a bit interesting. Um, but that was probably a bit easy to implement because of, well, you can sneak in this game, as you can see. So they probably just did that. But sneaking in Resident Evil 4 tells me that there's going to be some sections that are going to be very hard. It tells me that there's going to be um, some sections that are going to be dark. There's going to be some sections that are really hard. Um, a lot of darker sections, which is pretty cool. Um, the village fight was very impressive. And oh man, that and Dr. Salvador, oh man, that was I don't even know what to say to that. Um, like his eyes coming out of the mask or out of the sack. Um, like in the original one, there's just holes that are cut in there over his head, but it looks like in this one. Um, did I just fuck up? Am I dead now? Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. Well then. Okay, I get it. Anyway. So, yeah, in the original Resident Evil 4, um, they were just, looks like they were just, oh my god, I can't think and talk today. Um, it looks like that there were some, like, the holes were cut out of the bag, but in this one, it looks like his eyes are coming out of the bag. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And his head doesn't even look like it's a regular head. Like, it looks like it's deformed. I've seen some comments of people saying maybe the bag is literally containing, um, or trying to hold the rest of his head in or something. I mean, maybe, you never know. Um, the I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically, the giant looks pretty good. When I seen that, I was like, holy shit, that was pretty cool looking. Um, there's one thing that kind of actually has me really thinking now, though. Now that seeing Resident Evil 4 in the flesh and everything, it's really having me think. So I think it was last year. Yeah, it must have been last year. There was a concept art of Wesker that was leaked. I'm not going to show it on the channel because people were getting in trouble for showing it. But there was a concept art leaked for Wesker. Um, and he was kind of wearing some formal wear, like it was like a dress vest. He had a walkie-talkie. He looked like he had like dress pants or jeans or something. I think with dress pants. I can't remember. It's been a while. And then he, oh, I thought he died. Um, yeah. So we had all that stuff. I also heard that Wesker is supposed to be playing more of a role in Resident Evil 4, which is quite interesting. So they're probably going to integrate him into the Ada part of the story. So it makes me think that that concept art was just basically told, no, that's fake, to get the pressure and the heat off of Wesker's character in that game. So I have a feeling, like seeing all the new stuff for Resident Evil 4 remake, and I have a feeling that Wesker might be in Resident Evil 4. Like that might be his design in Resident Evil 4. I have a feeling. I could be wrong, but apparently Wesker's supposed to be in this game more. Um, so I think he might be in it. Salazar looks pretty cool. I like this design a little bit better. It makes him look fit his character more because in the original Resident Evil 4, Leon said, "Get off my back, old man," and then Salazar turned around and said, um, "Old man, I'm only 20 years old," but he was supposed to look sickly and very old. So what if he's still 20 years old, even though he looks like he's like, what, 60, 70, something? So that's going to be it's pretty good. Like, there's just, I don't know, Resident Evil 4 looks very, very good. I'm very impressed with it. It looks very good. Um, finally. Finally. Do these guys respawn in the demo? Okay, they don't. Um, but yeah, it just looks, I don't know, Resident Evil 4 looks amazing. Okay, let's just kill this last guy here. I don't know what else to really say, to be honest, and I don't want this video to just turn into rambling. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just go up here and end this demo, and it'll be the end of the video.
I can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
Run. Okay. Okay, so to wrap up the end of the video, just to do a little recap, um, I feel that the third person could be much, much better. As I said before, I feel like it's still, like, I seen a comment that said it felt like it was first person still, and I can totally see where they're coming from. Um, it definitely feels like it's still in first person from Leon's actions. Or not Leon, sorry, Ethan's actions are not refined. They're very, very, I don't even know what the proper word would be. Um, they're not very good. Um, the weapon switching, as you see, was really fast. When he's holding the knife, he's holding the knife up to its face. um, yeah, I don't know. And they said it was supposed to feel like Resident Evil 2 and 3. Um, it definitely wasn't the best. Again, we will play the whole game in third person. Um, but they definitely could have done a better job. It feels like a mod that you would download off of Nexus Mods. Again, which is pretty sad, considering this is officially something from Capcom. Um, Shadows of Rose, I'm excited for that. It looks very interesting. It looks pretty fun. There's different areas that you go to, um, and I wonder, like I said, if the dark version of Rose is actually going to be Evelyn. Because I'm hoping they don't do the evil twin kind of thing that they did in Revelations. Um, the village or the mercenaries mode looks to be pretty interesting. I don't know how the lords are going to be, like I said. More so looking forward to Chris, as I said. Apparently they tweaked it, and enemies are going to pursue you and stuff and chase you if you don't kill them, which is good because mercenaries in this game wasn't very good. To be totally honest, it wasn't great. It felt like more of a chore than anything. And I never even finished it. I did most of the levels, but I didn't even finish them, especially the harder levels. It just gets pretty dumb. It's not great. Um, and then Resident Evil 4 just blew me away. I didn't know. My jaw was dropped the whole time. Um, yeah, didn't know what to say to that. So, with all that said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Um, If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that fun kind of stuff. And, I will see you guys in the next video.